I don't care the slice is if you get yourselves worked up over nonsense like that. Just don't break curfew or get yourselves hurt. Er, Okay, now sorry if it gets a little bit laggy. Uh, I'm actually going to have my the 22nd hour be going recording through this. So uh yeah, towards the end I mean like when it gets down close to where it will be like happening soon, that's when I'll pause it if possible. Well, so yeah. Um, which I believe it should be possible since like as either the internal, unless they go like super fast through it, it probably won't I probably won't be getting into any of the like RPG parts. If there are any, because like seriously, I haven't in like 3 hours worth of stuff. Never got encountered any sort of RPG thing. Yeah. Well, I don't care. Oh yeah, I already read that. We won't. Yeah, yeah. Sure thing. Um, and but yeah, the only reason why I'm doing the processing and while doing this is because like, eh, it probably wouldn't cause too much more lag on the recording. And in all honesty, uh, I probably need to have that processed as fast as possible. Cause there's nothing else I need to have the race processed at some point, real soon. Cause like I usually prefer to upload in like the very early morning or very late at night. Or well, when I'm the only one on. Um, I wave goodbye and get up from my seat. The time out of the lounge and the four of them have already started another heated conversation. And I can hear their chatter even in the hallway. Uh, uh, I'm back. Uh, okay. Oh, welcome back. Yeah, I'm back and ready for a work thing. This is Ling Kai, a teacher who started at this academy the same day I did. Despite his intellectual and calm appearance, he is quite a thoughtless, carefree person. Whereas I am in charge of casserole, Lang is in charge of mincer. Out of all the teachers here, the two of us interact face to face the most often. And he's pretty easy to get along with, so I don't hate him. I don't hate him, but I do resent him sometimes. The reason beyond that blonde, rowdy girl gets so rough with me is all because of how thoughtless this guy is. What's the matter? You look pretty exhausted. Did Cassie beg you to do something for her again? It's true. I found a small baby bird that fell off the nest. Help out, will you? I'm getting flashbacks of that nightmare last weekend when she practically whipped me up to climb up that tree. I'm sick of spending my weekends and stiff and in pain already. Nah, close but not quite. They made me join them in the most baffling conversation I've ever been a part of. Your unmanageable tomboy there was there too. That's great. That means she likes you. You're the kind of man. You're a kind of man at heart, after all. Please at least educate that beast a little for me. I try to signal him with a wink, but he doesn't seem. It doesn't seem like Ling picks up on it at all, and that's just depressing. Oh, by the way, the principal asked to see you. She said she had something she wanted to confirm with you. Er, I pull out the portable device from my pocket and quickly tap on the schedule on the screen. I knew it. Today's the day for the regular report. Thanks for the message. I'm heading out to Mitsuri's his office. Alright, see ya. Try not to get sacked. Leaving and Lang's jokes behind, reluctantly I plod out of the staff room with heavy footsteps. Growing bluer by the second, I quietly think to myself, try not to get sacked. Don't joke about things like that. Uh, uh, oh my god. Hmm. Hmm. After finishing in the 12th hour, where I may take sleep about taking like an hour's sleep. Depends on how I feel, but to be fair, it probably would be better if I'm like sleep deprived or not. Like, cause like the more sleep deprived I am, probably the more fun it will be to like watch. I guess. Come on in. I say come in. Excuse me. This room is like a mirror that reflects how I feel right now. The room is as Spartan and as simple as always. At a glance, I can't help but wonder if there was any truth to those words. It's just the perfect room for someone as mechanical as Matsuri. Uh, it's been a week since we last met. Have you been well? Never been better. Matsuri-san smiles cheerfully, which is very unlike her. The sirens in my head are going off, luring me not to let my guard down. Mitsuri's the kind of person who would go from smile to you're fired in under a second. If I get let go, I'm as good as dead. And have you gotten used to your work yet? Yeah, a little. Humans are creatures that adapt to their circumstances, whether they like it or not. It would be impossible to survive if that wasn't the case. And as fruitless as it may be, I've come to understand that fact very well since I came to this academy. Do you understand why I summoned you here? Or wouldn't that be because you want to know how student number 13 Casserole is doing? Exactly, now fill your duty. She's not at all stressed about life here at the academy. She doesn't seem to be interested in life outside either. Physically, she's healthy. Mentally, I think she's probably sane. And she responds with silence. Her colorful blue eyes, so vivid that there are no words to describe them, stare intently at me. Uh, what's so fundament? What's the fundamental rule of the academy? To guarantee our students' safety and ensure their physical and mental well-being until their graduation. And why is that? Why is that? My throat is dry like a parrot. I almost repeated the question. After all, this is academy. Uh, that is what schools are supposed to do. I can't say I understand what she hopes to achieve by asking me the question. Well, that's because it feels as though Mitsuri's his eyes just lit up a little. Calm down. Don't let that get you. I swallowed the words that had risen up my throat. It doesn't matter what you're dealing with. The importance is to always stick to the basics. It's like a puzzle. I rearranged the words inside in my mind to make an answer as harmless as possible. Well, because our country is obligated to ensure that they will graduate. Exactly. These are state affairs. Always keep in mind that this is not a game. Well, yeah, of course. Why do I have to take the time to acknowledge something so stupid again? Besides, this is not a game. Um, you didn't have to make a point out of that. No. Well, I I know that at least. Are there any other issues? Nope, nothing. Nothing, huh? Uh, that's reassuring. Um, Her deadpan expression hasn't changed the slightest, but her tone tells me she doesn't trust what I said one bit. Well, I suppose that's only natural. I'm only working here because Missouri specifically asked me to. No one gets into this line of work because they want to. I often get the feeling that I'm not fit for this line of work, or that, well, with how much of a weak and negative scumbag I am. I have high hopes of you. Be sure not to disappoint me. Yes, of course. Now, excuse me. Uh, I bow out only out of formality and leave the principal's office. After I make sure that the exaggeratedly a large door has closed, I lean on the wall of the quiet hallway. I rub um I rub my chest trying to calm myself down. So I try to calm myself. I don't know why, but I always add words. I am laying down in the grass of the in the rear end of the campus. The blue sky above me is clear and vivid, carrying the faint aroma of the surrounding plants. The summer breeze tickles my nose. I didn't notice this before, but I guess it's already summer. It was still April, not too long ago. And until now, it's already the beginning of July. These 3 months has felt relatively short. I wish time would just fly by along with everything else. I narrow my eyes. The clouds slowly drifting above the summer sky. I feel as though they are mocking me. Well, of course, that's true that time has been flying by much faster, but as you age, the importance of every moment also increases. I wonder exactly when it started to feel so painful just thinking about what will happen in the future. Er, er, I close my eyelids. Um, what comes to mind soon thereafter is how these days began. That's right. It was that day back in spring when I first met those girls. Okay, flashback time. Um, um, um. Oh my god. Uh, I'm gonna turn down my volume for this part. Like, really. Uh, uh, happiness. Oh my god! Wow. Even with having it like lag a little bit, I still couldn't do it. Uh, so I guess that the guy is the professor. Uh, um, oh my god. Yeah, that I agree with. Uh, mm, I can see the cool demeanor. Not really sure on the pure of height. Yeah, that I can see definitely. Like, uh, I don't think that she would really be hated by anybody. Uh, yeah, I can kind of see that as well. Um, uh, yeah. Uh, um, as for that, uh, uh, well, uh, um, yeah, I think that would run good if I wasn't like processing and recording. Uh, like seriously. Uh, I swear that like I don't know exactly what everything is like. Though probably I also I also don't really care to stop processing. I mean and nothing else. I have to do it again, and and I find it funny how it's gone so long that's literally just like said, screw it. I'll just say that has been a day, even though it has uh, mm, uh, but the die is cast. Yes, I literally am tempted to just like sleep right now, because it's just like a recording for 24 hours. It doesn't. I don't. I never say that I had to do it in 24 hours in one sitting, but to be fair, just like it's almost implied. Uh, because in all honesty, based on the last one, I don't think it really matters if I'm tired or not. Like really, the only thing that matters if I'm tired is just makes it so that I'm like more tempted to sleep in while during the recording. Like I don't say anything normal that I wouldn't normally say, so like it really makes no difference whether I sleep or not. Opposed to just like the time it takes, which I probably would have done eventually anyways. So, oh, like I definitely know that I would have had to stop for IGP anyway. So that's gonna be fun. And so, oh, frankly, I probably will try to go till about like I probably will go until like 1 in the morning, then sleep. Uh, and then just like once I wake up, just instantly head back on, and then just leave it up. Hold on. Okay, I've pretty much stopped processing, and for right now, because I probably would do it again later on, but not sure. In front of me, there are four pairs of glaring eyes being stared at with such innocence and freak curiosity. It is no wonder that am standing petrified with my back facing the chalkboard. Well, it doesn't look like I not processing will do anything but waste time because and by that I mean just like in it just like wouldn't be running it efficiently because then I actually have to run it. So yeah, it's not a spider or monster that's watching my every move. The eyes belong to four young girls. Like basically, if I go, like if I'm not processing, literally, I get about the same frame rate, right? Only difference is just that I actually have to waste time later to go, hey, this thing needs to be finished. And it's just like, yeah, do it. Uh, so, in all honesty, it makes absolutely no sense to, like, not process, while doing this. Particle mace, yeah, I probably would, go and record while doing it. Well, I probably will stop it while doing that one. And Zeal of the Eternal, yeah, I'm not sure on that. That one plays pretty much like a visual novel, so I'll see how it goes first, then change it maybe. Uh, four young girls from a small academy built on a remote island. We have class later on, so get on with it. Yes, sir. Now that my senior colleague is getting onto my back, I am left with no choice but to open my mouth. Due to the shock earlier, I had already forgotten about the cookie cutter or self-introduction I'd come up with before coming into the classroom. Yeah, hello. I'm a teacher starting at this academy today. I am Ichiro Yamada, one of the dregs of humanity. It's traditional, very common in Japanese name, but just as the name implies, I'm boring dime a dozen scumbag. Uh, though hopefully this doesn't come out to being like uh, a kiddo. Oh no, like it's something I forgot what it is, but know that there's like one anime where literally it's about like it's pretty much just like from what I saw in the thing. It's just like she's either one one girl is who is in like third grade is trying to get her third grade teacher to fall in love with her or get fired, whichever one comes first, pretty much. Uh, which in all honesty, I can see that happening, and based off of the things, because there's sometimes that's just like, I really question. It's just like, do you want him fired? It's just like probably yes. It's like either that or him or him loving her. That's probably what her reaction would be. Uh, he's so gloomy. I was born in a small countryside village. Born a small countryside village. It's supposed to be born in it. And since I grew up surrounded by nature, I have a very pure heart. I'm a spiritual guy, so I treasure the bonds that heart that tie people's hearts together. My friends and on the internet are my best friends. That's kind of sad. So he doesn't have friends. Yeah, pretty much a very general idea. Oh, Baylor. A few days ago, the academy's principal suddenly ordered precariat like me to come to this remote island to become a teacher. So here I am without nothing but the clothes as I am wearing. I say without nothing but the clothes I am wearing. Or don't you think they're treating me really poorly? Oh, so that's where that CG comes from. I am a political lackey kind of guy who can't tell right from left and who believes in and the geocentric model. Nice to meet you all. The geocentric model has already been completely and utterly disproved. Like nobody really should be believing it. Like seriously. Uh, Mr. Ling, your turn to introduce yourself. Very well. He ignores me without so much as a chuckle. Everyone has already moved on to another new teacher's introduction without so much as a clap. Hello, everyone. My name is Ling Hai. I just started here at this academy, so there are lots of things I am not used to yet. I would appreciate any help or pointers you can give me. Thank you. Uh, he bows slightly, and everyone starts clapping in response. As Ling just said, neither of them knows much about this academy yet, so please be sure to help them out when you get the chance. You two in particular, Orwell, Duster, and Peeler. Well, actually, probably I'll finish this set just in case if it goes and if like the computer or does something, and then probably really like sleep a bit since literally I will be doing it would just make me uh like more irritable, I guess. Which frankly, none of the games really should be like irritating me too much. Uh, Uh, and because just like by irritable, I mean more just like it would more be just like me being like tired and pretty much taking out my tiredness on other people. That's pretty much it. Uh, yes, I understand. Yes, okay. Well, let's get started then. Laying Yamada, why don't you two stay in the back and watch? Oh, I have to click back. I try to the back of the room and sit down while everyone else stares at me. Ignoring my discomfort at the stairs, my commentary really calm Wally waltzes to his seat. Uh, well then, what does Article 1 of the Constitution say, Yamada? Wait, me? I just sat down and somehow all eyes are on me again. Hell, what's the point of calling on the new teacher? Half the students in the class are new, so there are bound to be things they don't know yet. Besides, since you are here, you might as well set an example for the students. Guess we're all in Mincer, huh? The the two new students are looking at me. According to what Matsuri said, each new teacher here is in charge of looking after a new student one on one. In other words, I will be responsible for one of the two of them. I suppose I should be serious and put my best foot forward. Fiwa, I knew it. I knew he had high hopes for me. Yes, this is my chance to make up for the blunder just now. I love you, Mr. Tenji. He frowns and glares at me, and his smiling face looks even stiffler than earlier. I feel as though sun chills filled the room. Though as I say, the sun light is still shining brightly through the windows. I guess that's enough. Everyone is given a chance to repent. That's what Article 1 says. What Article 1 is. Well, you girls know how Mr. Tenju just gave me a chance to set an example for you. That's like the perfect example of this article in practice. As in this country, it symbolizes the belief that all humans are innately good and that they can be guided through education and punishment. And you can also say that this constitution was written specifically to realize the idea of a world where everyone is good. Yeah, that will never really be fruitatious, I guess. In reality, I couldn't care less about any good or evil in this constitution BS. If you ask a delusional, self-conscious scumbag like me to describe people with generic as binary good and evil, I'm cool with it as long as it doesn't affect me. Eh, hell, as long as I can relax and lift myself, no problemo. Not that I don't hate myself. You're a funny guy. Yeah, I get that often. Uh, So there you have it. This country believes in innate goodness. It's the belief that people are not born evil, but rather they acquire evil ideas because of things they happen to run it into in their environment. In our case, our society is the environment, and the country is responsible for the behavior of citizens in which that society is established. And that's how everyone is given a chance to repent idea came to be a part of the Constitution. The country, as the root of evil, lets its people make up for their crimes and forgives them, and that becomes their salvation. And Mr. Tenji follows up that by jabbering about the rest of the Constitution and scribbles its fundamental concepts on the board. The lecture bores me to no end, but I manage to stifle a yawn and rest my head on my elbow. Just then, something pokes me in the side. I turn and find my knowledgeable looking compadre. Dre is looking my way. Ichiru, was it just who are you? I don't remember seeing you during the job application exams and interviews. Hey, Four Eyes, calling me by my first name right off the bat. What are we, friends now? Learn some manners. Why don't you tell me who you are first before you ask me about my life? Uh, I think I'll say that between us. You are the one being rude here. Well, fine. My name is Ling Hai. Hi, born back on the mainland, out of everything in the world, I adore my brother back home the most. And I take pride of the fact that he's the cutest person in the world. Oh, by the way, I don't mind if you call me Ling. And you're a lot more easygoing than you look. Well, your appearance bellies your personality too. Leave me alone. What I said about how I got here is true. Seriously, I know the principal, and she basically ordered me to become a teacher here. That's why I don't have any. That's why I didn't have any exams or interviews. Oh, and call me whatever you like. Uh, he giggles. What? Nothing. I was just thinking that there really is no telling what kind of person someone is just by looking at them. That's so. Sadly, this guy it seems this guy's exactly the kind of person that I'll have the most trouble dealing with. Having always tried to get my sister's attention, there's just no way for me to hate an older brother type of guy like him. Hell, it makes me want to depend on him. Hmm. Oh, whoops. Yeah, sorry about that. I accidentally clicked on my address, so it went to. Yeah, almost showed it. So, but hey, we started our jobs here on the same day. I look forward to working with you. Yeah, yeah. Uh, when I was a student, I'd always wait eagerly for the school bell to ring. Yet, its ring today made me feel somewhat lonely. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like with school bells, when you hear them ring as like a student, you always go and find it like good. Uh, well, you always eagerly waited for it. But then when you become like an adult and like a teacher, it just makes you lonely because now there's like no students to teach. It's your Ichiru Lang a moment. It's noon. Would you like to head to the cafeteria and enjoy lunch like the students? But instead, I would love to head to the cafeteria and enjoy lunch like the students. But instead, I found myself being dragged to the staff room. Yes, of course. Uh, the student and C2 are going to be responsible for have been decided. It's been some time with them in the afternoon. I'll leave it to you to determine when. Um, yeah, okay. Um, Ling, you are in charge of Mister. Er, yes. Uh, the image of the girl with the braided blonde hair flashes in my mind. She looks pretty intellectual and well mannered. Since Ling got her, that must mean. And Ichiro, you are taking casserole. Casserole. She's the black-haired girl who looked somewhat depressed. Mincer and casserole. Speaking of which, Mr. Tenzi, I haven't heard yet. Who are you looking after? I'm in charge of Ura's sister and Peeler. The girls with glasses who appears as to be the class president type and the quiet, dark-skinned girl. So you are in charge of both of them? Speaking of which, why are all the students named after kitchenware? No idea. I wasn't the person who picked their names. You see, the principal chose their names when they enrolled. I think they used to be the names of musical instruments a couple of decades ago. It probably doesn't mean anything. Uh, yeah. By the way, I haven't met the principal since my interview. What kind of person is she? Yeah, she's pretty strict. Yeah, that's literally all you need to know about her. Or frankly, it's better you don't know rather than what you do than if you do. So, uh, yeah. Uh, well, what about you, Ichiro? You said you know her for a while. What is she like? Well, she's harsh. I don't know and I don't want to know any more than that. It's probably best that you don't know. That's the kind of person she is. Hmm, I'm not sure I understand. Um, it's okay, Lynn. The principal has said wanted to have a chat with the two of you after work today's. I'm sure or you'll get a feel for her then. Chat? Don't you mean an interrogation? Nope, a fun little chat it seems. It was his annotation tells me he meant yeah, something like that. It seems Mr. Tenji knows what kind of person she is as well. Well, they're co-workers, so of course. Well, that's all I have for you. Spend some time with these students this afternoon. Get to know them. Just don't go beyond your duty as teachers. Well, that's a shame. With all these chicks here, is there any rules here that says teachers and students can't get into that kind of relationship? Nope, not at all. All the academy asks from the students is just that they are happy. And as our role as teachers to support them. As long as that's satisfied, the relationship between the student and teacher doesn't matter. Uh, you could even hug them if you deem it necessary. Just approach them with respect to your duties. This is not a warning or think of it as advice from someone with more experience. Feel. Instinctively, I whistle out loud. Would never imagine that a public institution where teachers may freely hug students existed. I have told Casserole and Mincer about. I haven't told Casserole and Mincer about this yet. Look for them and tell them yourselves. I'm looking forward to seeing a job well done. And he bluntly waves goodbye and leaves the room. Um, um, that's quite a hands off policy they have here. It's a pretty shady school if you ask me. So it's accordingly arbitrary. That's not a satisfying explanation, but I'll take it as if our my lives if it makes our lives easier. What are you gonna do now? Oh, it's true. Well, what the old man told me to. I'll start by finding this casserole girl. Oh, even the you have lunch yet? You sure are visual though. I was thinking of heading to the cafeteria to fill myself up first. Or I suppose I can take some food and sheet with me and have fun picnic with Mincer during the afternoon. You really are an idiot, aren't you? Huh, I get that pretty often. I think you're too rigid though. Better relax and take a breather. Jeez. Yeah, well, okay, I'll see you after school. With a brisk yet obnoxious smile on his face, he disappears into the hallway, leading to the cafeteria. Now, what should I do? I try to come up with a few possibilities, but I just don't have any idea where this casserole girl could be. I suppose rather than wandering around the unfamiliar academy, it would be smarter just to wait for her in the classroom. Yeah, I suppose that's my best option. Like the serious piece of trash scumbag I am satisfied with the conclusion I have arrived at with my swallow offhanded logic and walk towards the classroom. Um, Clatter. The clattering of the sliding door echoes throughout the quiet room. Just as I expected, no one is in the classroom. Um, I scratch my head and sit down on a random seat. Then I take my trusty portable device out of my pocket. It may be old, but the devices of late are packed with so much unnecessary bloat. This is just perfect. I can text, make calls, and look at web pages. That's all I need. And yeah, literally all that I need, just text, call, uh, web pages, then music. That's it. Literally it. That like, I don't need to have like all the like apps and giveaways and stuff like that that most people think they need at least. And a tap on I tap an icon on the home screen to bring up a communication network app that used to be very popular long ago. First day of working on Mario Loader, FML. Here we go. Hey, not a minute after I tweeted that out, a star already popped up next to my comment. Then a reply comes in. Must be a Pitta. Hang in there. Alright, thanks I will. As I have been doing for more than 10 years, I swipe on the virtual keyboard and compose my messages very quickly. I did not ask you for that. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I already read that. From outsider's point of view, it must be exciting to see me staring at my portable device and grinning all by myself in the empty classroom. But I just can't and help it. After all, this guy handle name Churum is my one and only friend. I am well aware that it's quite out of the ordinary for an online friend to be one's best friend. To tell the truth, it pains even me sometimes. But he's the only one left that I've known since I was young. Both my father and sister are no longer here. It can't be helped. Yeah, I guess they're dead. So I think dearly of the guy who not from a logical point of view, but from an emotional point of view. Yeah, that's right. You're just gonna like the things you like. There ain't no other way, baby. F yeah. Eek. Of course, that's what goes wrong. Huh? And when I hear that cute shriek coming from the back of the classroom, I finally come to my senses. Casserole! The girl in question had fallen down and landed on her backside. Of course, that was literally like the worst person to have come in at the time. Um, Peeler probably would have been the best due to how she would have been easy to explain it to. But still, her eyes, clearly shocked and dumbfounded, are affixed to me. Her legs must have given way when she heard my strange spiel. It's okay, don't be afraid. If we take where we are this and how this looks into account, then saying something like that can cause irreversible harm to forming any kind of bond. But well, I'm a teacher. I should be okay. I don't think I look like that bad anyway. Eat. Uh, Her reaction is more extreme than an issue or grossed out or disgusted. Rather, she's probably more along the lines of terrified. Well, I've been yelling like a madman ever since my self-introduction. Of course she is. It probably would put me off if someone did that to me. And I started regretting my extreme behavior. I take a breath to calm down. I'm sorry, that was a joke. I hadn't had lunch yet. Have you? What's up? Mr. Lung came to the cafeteria and said you would probably be waiting in here waiting for me. That's that son of a gun. We hadn't even known each other for a day yet, and it already seems like he had a good grasp of my character. It makes me fear that he is that perhaps it's quite easy to see through that self-loathing mask of mine. And what a formidable guy! I am thinking more and more highly of him. And what's the matter? You're smiling. Oh, nothing. I'm just thinking that Mr. Lang is a mysterious guy. I know very well that there's nothing to gain from taking interest in others, but sadly it seems I've already taken a liking to him. Um, I guess I'll have to be more careful. If a scumbag like me takes a liking to anyone, it's gonna bring them nothing but trouble. I've gotten a very good taste of that on that day. If I'm supposed to play the role of a pirate, than period I should be. Anyway, I guess is not the time to be thinking about this. Did Mr. Lane tell you why I'm looking for you? No, I'm sorry. The girl smiled dejectively and then lightly bows her head. You're sorry? Why? I thought since you asked me to come here, must have done something bad. Anything come to mind? Nope. It seems like I was bothering you while you were enjoying yourself. Perhaps I offended you without realizing it. Casserole, the girl whom I was interacting with frequently from now on. Will be interacting with frequently from now on. Looks down at the ground, disheartened. And it seems she's much more sensitive than I expected. I suppose I will need to pay extra attention when I deal with her. So. Yeah. Then I come to realize it actually hurt pretty bad for someone to calmly tell you you were enjoying yourself. Uh, it's very effective. At any rate, I suppose I should stay calm and observe this casserole girl. While I have a neutral of natural, I have as while I have as natural of a conversation as I can manage that is. It's okay. You haven't done anything wrong, casserole. The reason I was waiting for you is because I have something to tell you. You have something to tell me? Astonished, she tilts her head. Her charming movements are heartwarming, but if you look at it another way, she looks as though she's trying to flirt with me. She feels very much like the other, like the kind of person who people don't on often, or someone who relies on others. Yes, but before that, casserole, no, Cassie. Um, yeah. Do you mind if I call you Cassie instead of casserole? No, I don't mind. She doesn't seem to be put off or affected in science when I use her nickname. Seems like it doesn't bother her when others are friendly with her all of a sudden. She may look like an introvert, but perhaps she's mainly just being reserved because she hasn't gotten used to the academy yet. Perhaps she's actually a social, joyful person. I walk towards her step by step, as not to frighten her. As she had been sitting on the ground all this time, I reach out my hand and pull her up. Uh, thank you very much. Uh, she didn't seem that nervous when I grabbed her hand or when I pulled her up either. I suppose she just doesn't care too much about personal space either. Uh, Before I tell you, let me ask you something first. Would you prefer to stay inside or go outside? Well, the spring is in the air, so it's warm outside. I'd say I prefer to be outside right now. It's as I expected. She's extroverted and sociable. Well, why don't we go on a date outside? A date? The tone she used may have had a hint of surprise in it, but she doesn't sound or look too affected by it. It feels as though she's acting surprised to judge the situation instead of showing any genuine interest in male-female relationships. Taking all that into consideration, it seems that Cassie is actually a very lively and sociable kid. But well, humans aren't always so simple. They can be completely understood. If that they aren't so simple that they can be completely understood by just simply observing them. No, more like I don't want to think that there are any living beings that are so simple-minded that they can be understood solely by observing them. Hmm? Involuntarily, I stretched myself off and returned to my previous and can be assessed as pattern of thinking. And after all, my motto is don't think, feel. Well, the weather today is just fine, so let's relax outside. Yeah, but what about class? It's okay, don't worry. firmly grabbing Cassie's hand, and I whistle and take her to the benches out at the courtyard. And eh, sometimes it's actually better to relax over doing anything else. A flag of fluffy clouds is floating in the sky. The sunshine shine is nice and warm. Mm. A comfortably cool breeze blows past us. Man, what can ask for our more perfect weather? On such a fine day, I am sitting in the school's courtyard. And you know, Ichiro, uh, I really think this school is a clone manufacturing facility. Cool. I've only known this girl for a few hours, and she's already passionately sprouting some barely comprehensible conspiracy theory. Hey, Ichiro, do you know exactly what the purpose of this academy is? Well, I may be a scumbag, but I'm still a teacher. There's no regular start date or graduation date for students. That's outrageous. On top of that, all the students arrive here without their memories. Do you get that? They don't remember anything. And you ask, where am I? Who am I? And then some guy you don't know, gives you some offhand explanation like, this is school. Y'all are students. Happiness is mandatory. You dig? Uh, why does the guy giving the explanation sound so weird? I know, right? On top of that we have no idea what's going to happen after graduation, and nothing interesting like alumni coming back to visit happens. And and my retort was completely ignored. Faced with her unexpectedly idiotic personality, I instinctively shrink back. Just as I thought, there is just no way to completely understand what a person is like just by analyzing them from first impressions. I immediately regret my decision to be friendly with her. I saw something like this in one of the movies in the library. In the movie, there's an isolated, overprotective facility just like this school, and the kids living there are actually clones of ones who, in the end, get gutted for the original or the original's organs and transplants. And what do you think about this theory? It's your Joe. Don't you think that the idea that it's actually a clone manufacturing plant fits a mysterious academy like this very well? Well, it's true. There's a lot of things about the school that are pretty mysterious. Well, I started casting and consider. Well, that's not getting into details. I strong mysteries. But let's say what you said is true, Cassie. Do you really think that I would tell you as someone who's employed by said shady facility? Uh, oh, that's true. uh, those eyes are starting to lose their effect at this point. Uh, like they were kind of funny at the start, now and then not really. Uh, uh, she strikes her fist on her palm as if it seems she didn't realize that. Geez, what a carefree girl. Now, say this academy is actually a clone manufacturing plant. Do you think that they would actually give hints to students by putting any DVDs about clones in the library? You don't know that. Perhaps they thought it through and decided it would be better to include it. There's no way to completely hide the truth, so perhaps they put it there so anything that feels out of place doesn't feel as odd anymore. Oh, she has a point, but uh, unfortunately, Cassie, this academy is nothing more than an educational institute. It was founded by the god that is for students like you to graduate. Uh, Do you believe in God, Ichiro? You mean you don't, Cassie? Hey, didn't you learn about it in class? Ever since the start of the era, humans have been managed by the God that is. Is yeah, I did, but I haven't ever seen God, so I can't really believe something that I can't see, I can't understand, I can't feel. Um, yeah, well, I didn't expect you to say something so rational. Oh, yeah, yeah, very true. Like that's pretty much what was going on with some people. I forgot what I was gonna say there. Uh, is that so? I believe in intuition, but I don't believe in baseless predictions or imaginary nonsense. Oh come on! Weren't you just telling me how this academy is actually a clone manufacturing plant? No, that was my intuition speaking. I arrived at that conclusion after my sixth sense told me this academy is weird. Besides, science fiction is a lot more believable than something like God. Uh, oh my God, she's triggering so many people right now. Uh, I swear, probably if this game was real, it's just like go like Muslims split, and then it's just like we should bomb the crap out of this person. We need to make sure that that person dies. Us, us, or something. I can't say that I'm really convinced, but well, I don't really hate how you are a rebel and don't believe in God. I still can't bring myself to hate it. After all, that's exactly how my sister used to be. Well, if there is one thing I can tell you as a teacher of this academy, it's that this institution exists so that you girls can be happy. Nothing more, nothing less. It doesn't manufacture anything. Mm. I feel bad that the thought crossed my mind, but a clone manufacturing plant uh, would have been much more productive and wonderful for society. However, such a facility would be illegal. Well, there's no way one could possibly exist in a perfectly controlled world like ours. I say that one in our world now, there exists as nothing that the country, the law, the existence that's hauled as the God that is does not approve of. Uh, well, that and the fact that like to clone something, you pretty much need to make something out of nothing, which is physically impossible. Like it's physically impossible right now. However, in the future, it may be possible. So we may see the clone machine. However, I think that would be like ways away. I think that would be at least 50 years away. And I think the time machine would be at least 50 years away as well. Um, the control over for our world is that extensive. Really though, you're a more thoughtful person than I thought. Uh, you just implicitly called me gloomy. Uh, well, that's just the impression I got when I first saw you in the classroom. Don't mind it too much. You just made it explicit. First impressions are very important, you know. Well, don't worry about it. Poor casserole. Oh, this is no joke. That really hurt my feelings. I'm sorry. I'm relieved that you're so cheerful, though. Yeah, me too. I'm relieved that you aren't as weird as I thought you were from your introduction. Well, I wonder about that, but I think we haven't known each other long enough for you to tell what kind of person I am. I'm a pretty sensible person, so I can get a idea of the kind of person someone is just by spending a couple of hours with them. Well, with this much information, it's not hard to get a good read on someone. Um, and so that's the hour. So please like, comment, subscribe if you guys enjoyed the 8th hour, and I will see you guys for the 9th hour.